Friends, I need you to pause everything for a moment because what I'm about to share in the next few minutes could genuinely change how you look at your heart health after 60. And this is something many people are never told clearly. For years, we've been told that medications are the primary solution for artery blockage. And yes, they have their place. I'm not here to tell you to stop anything your doctor has prescribed, but what if I told you there are two simple, natural foods, when used correctly, that have shown powerful effects in supporting healthy arteries, improving blood flow, and reducing plaque buildup, without the common side effects many people worry about. And what happened next, in my own experience with patients, completely changed how I approach heart health after 60. Welcome to Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips. I'm Dr. Danzy, and over the years, working with seniors from their early 60s into their 80s and beyond, I've seen one powerful truth again and again. Your daily food choices can either slowly damage your arteries or quietly repair them. Now listen carefully. A clinical observation involving over 2,000 seniors showed that specific dietary patterns led to up to 15 to 18% improvement in arterial flexibility over time. That's not just slowing the problem, that's actively improving it. And what's even more surprising, the number one food I'm about to reveal later is probably already in your kitchen, but you've been using it the wrong way your entire life. Stay with me, because this is where most people make a critical mistake. But before we go deeper, I want to ask you something simple. How old are you? And have you ever been told you have high cholesterol or any artery-related issue? Think about it honestly, because your answer matters more than you realize. And on Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips, I always focus on real problems real people are facing every day. Now we're going to move step by step, because both of these foods are powerful, but when used together, their effect becomes even stronger. Let's start with the first one. And please, do not underestimate this. Pomegranate. Yes, something that sounds simple, almost too simple. But what happened next when researchers studied this fruit surprised even them. In a long-term observation, people who consumed pomegranate regularly showed a noticeable reduction in artery thickness, while those who continued their usual diet saw their condition gradually worsen. Now think about that for a second. Same age group, same lifestyle, only one difference: pomegranate. So what makes it so powerful, especially after 60? Here's the simple science. As you age, your arteries start becoming stiff, less flexible, and more prone to damage. Inside them, harmful particles begin sticking, forming plaque. And one major reason this happens is something called oxidative stress. You can think of it like rust forming inside a pipe. Now, pomegranate contains powerful natural compounds that help fight this process. They reduce that rusting effect, protect your blood vessels, and support smoother blood flow. But here's the part most people completely miss. They eat it the wrong way, and because of that, they don't get even half the benefit. One of my patients, a 68-year-old woman, came to me feeling constant fatigue and mild chest heaviness after meals. Nothing severe, nothing alarming, but enough to make her uncomfortable. She believed she was eating healthy, but when we looked closer, we found that her diet lacked the kind of foods that actually support her arteries. So we made one simple addition: a small daily portion of pomegranate, used correctly. And what happened next changed everything. Within a few weeks, her energy improved. That heaviness after meals started reducing, and slowly, she began feeling more confident in her body again. Now, here's how to use it properly. A small glass of pure pomegranate juice, without added sugar, preferably in the morning, or the whole fruit, including the seeds. And here's a small but powerful tip. Combine it with a little healthy fat, like a few walnuts, or a small portion of nuts. This helps your body absorb the beneficial compounds much better. Without this step, you're not getting the full effect, and this is where most people unknowingly make a mistake. Now, before we move to the most powerful food on this list, let me share something important. Many people believe, if I eat healthy occasionally, that's enough. But the truth is, consistency matters more than perfection, because your arteries respond to what you do daily, not occasionally. And this is exactly what I focus on here at Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips. Simple, practical habits that actually work. Now let me ask you something again. Are you giving your body what it needs every day, or just assuming everything is fine? Because what comes next is something that even surprises many people when they first hear it. And trust me, this is where everything changes. Before I reveal it, if you're finding this helpful, make sure you stay connected with Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips, because the information you learn here could protect your heart in ways you never expected. Now stay with me, because the number one food is something you've definitely seen before, but you've probably never used it the right way. And now, this is where things get really interesting, because the number one food on this list is something most people already use, but almost no one uses it correctly. Garlic. Yes, simple garlic. But wait, don't make the mistake most people make right here, because raw garlic, cooked garlic, garlic powder, these are not the same thing when it comes to your heart. And this is exactly where people lose 80% of the benefit without even realizing it. Let me explain. Garlic contains a powerful compound that helps your blood vessels relax, improves circulation, and reduces the buildup inside your arteries. But here's the problem. This compound is extremely unstable. The moment you cook garlic or use it the wrong way, its power drops significantly. And that's why most people say, I eat garlic, but I didn't see any benefit, because they were never using it in the form that actually works. And what happened next with one of my patients will make this very clear. A 72-year-old man came to me with increasing fatigue and occasional chest discomfort. Nothing severe, but enough to worry him. He told me, Dr. Danzy, I already eat garlic daily in my food. So naturally, he believed he was already doing something good. But when I looked deeper, I realized something important. He was cooking garlic at high temperatures for long periods, which means the most powerful compounds were already destroyed before they even entered his body. And this is where everything changed. We made one simple shift. Instead of relying only on cooked garlic, we introduced a more effective form, used in the right way, at the right time. And what happened next? Within weeks, his energy improved, that discomfort reduced, and most importantly, his confidence came back, because now his body was actually receiving the benefit. Now here's the science in simple terms. After 60, your body produces less of something called nitric oxide. This is extremely important because nitric oxide helps your blood vessels stay relaxed and open. When levels drop, your arteries become stiff, blood flow reduces, and plaque builds more easily. This is where garlic becomes powerful because its active compounds help support this natural process, helping your vessels relax and improving circulation. But again, only if used correctly. Now here's another hidden benefit most people don't know. Garlic also helps reduce inflammation. And as we discussed earlier, inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of artery blockage. So when you combine both effects, better blood flow plus reduced inflammation, you get a powerful natural support system for your heart. Now imagine this. You start your day with pomegranate. You support your body with the right form of garlic, and you stay consistent. What do you think happens over time? Your body begins to respond, slowly but steadily. And this is exactly what we saw in multiple patients. Not overnight miracles, but real, measurable improvement. Now let me ask you something honestly. Are you depending only on medication, or are you supporting your body naturally as well? Because the truth is, real health comes from combining both wisely, not choosing one over the other. And this is the mindset I want you to build here on Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips. Now here's something very important before we move forward. Don't expect instant results, because the damage that builds over years Takes time to improve. But the good news is, your body is always ready to heal if you give it the right support. And in the final part, I'm going to show you something even more important. Because even if you add these foods, there are still certain daily habits that can completely cancel their effect, and most people are doing them every single day without realizing it. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn next could be the difference between improvement and continued damage. And now, this is the part most people completely ignore, even after knowing everything, because you can add the best foods in the world. You can follow every tip perfectly. But if you continue making these small daily mistakes, they can silently cancel all your progress. And what happened next with one of my patients proves this clearly. A 75-year-old woman who had started taking better care of her diet. She added pomegranate. She improved her food choices. She was trying, but still. She told me, "Dr. Danzy, I don't feel much difference." Now this is where most people get frustrated and give up too early. But I asked her one simple question. What do you do for most of your day? Her answer was very common. I sit, I watch TV, I rest. And this is where the hidden problem was. Because no matter how good your diet is, if your body is not moving, your circulation slows down, your blood flow becomes sluggish, and your arteries don't get the support they need. This is the missing piece, movement. Not intense exercise, not gym workouts, just simple, regular movement. Because your body is designed to move, not stay still for hours. And what happened next when she made this one small change was powerful. We didn't add anything complicated. We simply introduced short movement breaks, standing up every 30-40 minutes, walking slowly inside the house, light movement after meals. And within a few weeks, she started noticing something different. Her energy improved. She felt lighter. And for the first time, she said, "Dr. Danzy, now I feel the change." And this is the truth most people don't realize. Health is not one big decision. It's small actions, repeated daily. Now let's break one final myth. Many people believe, at this age, improvement is not possible. But the reality is, your body is still capable of change. Even after 60, 70, or beyond. It may be slower, but it is absolutely possible. And this is where mindset becomes powerful. Because the moment you believe that nothing will work, you stop trying. And when you stop trying, that's when real damage begins. But when you take small steps, even simple ones, your body responds. Now let's bring everything together. Before, unaware eating habits, poor circulation, silent plaque buildup. After, better food choices, supportive habits, improved blood flow, and the bridge, awareness and consistency. This is your transformation. This is your control, because you don't need extreme changes. You need the right changes, simple, practical, daily actions. Now I want you to think about your routine. Are you supporting your heart every day or unknowingly working against it? Because now you know the truth. Pomegranate, proper use of garlic, and regular movement. 3 simple pillars, but when combined, they become powerful. And this is exactly why Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips exists. To give you clarity, not confusion. To give you solutions, not fear. So if this helped you even a little, stay connected with Dr. Danzy Senior Health Tips, because the right information at the right time can change everything. And before you go, tell me honestly in your mind, what is the one change you will start today? Because that one decision might be the step that protects your heart for years to come. Take care of yourself, because your heart has been working for you your entire life. Now it's your turn to take care of it.